Let's talk about Assemble Entertainment. It doesn't all have to be about Nintendo, EA or Ubisoft. There are actually a lot of small game publishers that are putting out great games, and Assemble Entertainment is one of them, a company that is selling out most of its title in the eShop. Many of the games have received very good discounts, and if you're a fan of indie games, then there are many interesting titles to choose from. But you have to hurry, as most of the deals end on June 26th. Feel free to subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Let's go! First up is A Juggler's Tale. This is a puzzle platform game where you have to overcome various obstacles using puppet strings. The world looks undeniably beautiful, and the developers have certainly put a lot of time into creating an atmospheric adventure. This is a two-dimensional game that visually competes in the upper half of the table. The game also features a dramatic story where you play as Abby. She is held captive in a circus, but manages to escape. But despite her newfound freedom, she now finds herself in a world where many dangers await. For those who enjoy puzzle games that take place in a varied and beautiful world, A Juggler's Tale could be a good option. The discount is very good and it's 88% off. And to be completely honest, I cannot believe that a game this good only costs $2. Sure, it's a very generous discount, but it's not like the game is bad in any way. You get a lot of game for the money. I've seen tons of games go on sale over the years, but this has to be one of the best deals I have seen so far. Sure, you can have opinions that the game is relatively short, but overall this is a game that has a very good quality in my opinion. Then we have Far Lone Sails. You know what, for some reason this game has a calming effect on me. You move from left to right, solve some easy puzzles, and everything is surrounded by beautiful views. This is when indie games are at their best. I really think the developers have managed to capture the perfect feeling in a game. You move across a huge dried up seabed, and with your vehicle, which can be upgraded, you have to get past many obstacles and dangerous places. I still want to highlight the feeling in the game, which I really think is on point. While you drive towards the horizon, you see how the clouds pass and how the wind blows in the sails. Perfect and definitely affordable right now. 86% off. A good deal without a doubt. Next up is Excel or XCL. There are two versions here, both of which are discounted. You can either buy the original game or choose a complete edition. This is an adventure game that takes place in a sci-fi fantasy setting. You play as Raid, who is stranded in the strange world of Excel. Apparently, she has lost her memory, and by playing the game we found out more about her past and her connections to the mysterious island. What awaits you are challenging dungeons and a large upper world to explore, and you fight robot-like creatures and solve various puzzles. It's also possible to upgrade your weapons and armor in order to resist the forces of darkness. But even though there is a lot to do in this game, much of the focus is still on the story itself. So if you want a game that includes both a broad narrative and a lot of exploration and fighting, then Excel could be an option. Zombies are often a threat to humanity, and in Deadly Days you know what needs to be done. Destroy and eradicate as many bad guys as possible. The aim is to protect a group of survivors and help them stop what is happening. The game has 25 different weapons, procedurally generated levels and missions, and lots of scary zombies that have brains on the menu. 90% off in the eShop, also a good deal. Then we have Lacuna, a game that takes pixel art to the next level. You play as Agent Neil Conrad, who wakes up to the news of a murder. But believe me, this game is much more than just solving a crime. In fact, it includes the entire solar system, so it's a pretty epic story. The cool thing about the game, which is in many ways story-driven, is that it has multiple endings and your choices have a big impact on the outcome. Fall of Porcupine is now on sale for a 75% discount, and a demo is available if you want to try the game before you buy. You get to follow Finley on his new journey through an exciting two-dimensional world. It is actually a game that, despite its cute charm, has a certain depth in its storytelling. It touches on sensitive topics that provide an opportunity to think about life's difficult questions. Are there any problems in a healthcare system at all? I think most of us have opinions about how good today's healthcare is. You can expect a beautiful world where you explore the hospital or head out into the small town and hang out with some of the residents. Cute game, but with a realistic depth to it. Next up is Itorah. You are the only remaining human in a world full of masks. The game is inspired by South and Central American landscapes, and most of it is hand-painted. It looks very good visually in my opinion. The game is two-dimensional and you can expect challenging bosses, lots of platforming and a narrative about the last human in the world. Definitely a game with a mystical touch to it. Also a very good deal, 90% off right now. Then we have a game where you manipulate your surroundings in order to progress. In Between is an award-winning platform game that somehow sets the laws of nature aside. The game takes place inside a man's mind, and inside you can expect many puzzling challenges. On the journey you will learn about the protagonist's life and his path to a happy ending, and it's a great deal right now, 90% off in the eShop. A game that has also received a good discount is Minute of Islands. 90% off right now. In this game you explore strange islands and dark labyrinths. You can also expect to encounter eccentric characters and creatures. And of course there are many secrets to discover. A bit of an odd game, but maybe worth it considering the price. Then we have Encodya. Flying cars, massive robots, etc. This game is really futuristic, so you will go on a big adventure as a 9-year-old girl Tina, along with her clumsy robot named Sam 53. There are more than 100 locations to explore, you will encounter tons of characters and many puzzles to solve. The game is sold with a 90% discount. The last game of the day is Monolith. It's a point-and-click adventure with a deep story. Join Tessa Carter and her robot on a journey that is in many ways about their survival. Many environments are hand-painted, creating a very atmospheric world. It should be possible to complete the game between 7 to 9 hours, if you don't completely crash on any puzzle. The discount is actually quite good, 50% off in the eShop. So, there we had a number of games that are being sold at a discounted price right now. But hurry up, the sale ends on June 26th. Do you think any of the games seem interesting? Feel free to write a comment below. With that said, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Have a great day. See ya!